Alright, lads, so Bleach Ssr Aizen just got done with their very first live stream, showcasing some of the stuff that will be coming out in update 1.1, which of course does include the newest SSR, that being Toshiro, but we also then got a reveal of the next two SSRs, that being Gin and also Aizen. But also, if you haven't already done so, we do have access to a new code, where if you do type Bleach DM1130, you can get access to 300 Spirit Jades just in time for Toshiro's release, which of course will be happening on the 5th of December. So with that said, let's go ahead and watch the recaps. So first up, they started showing off Toshiro, which to be fair, we have seen. Now, they are playing number 1, Ichigo's theme song. We're not looking at Ichigo right now, but we are seeing or hearing Ichigo's theme song. I can't show that. I'm not trying to get the video claims. But pretty cool finally seeing, for me as someone that has played the beta over the last 2 to 3 years, it feels really cool. And it's really nice seeing the game actually progressing and not resetting itself after 2 weeks, you know? Right before Toshiro does release. But this trailer was really cool. Love the effects they did here. Toshiro's always been a flashy character. He's a flashy character in-game. Very much, again, did like his gameplay. But this trailer is really cool. And again, I'm excited to see the other characters, which we are going to see later in this video. So yeah, Toshiro, I'm excited, man. But after knowing what's coming up, it's like, Dad, do I want to summon for Toshiro? I mean, I am. But like, you know, it's like, this is cool. This is cool. So that's Toshiro character trailer. And after that, they then start to show some of the abilities he does have and also explains them. Obviously, we are watching a Chinese live stream, so we can't really read this right now. But, I mean, when we get our hand on the character in-game, we'll see. First hand for the most part. Should I move myself? Let me move myself here. Maybe this is a little bit better. I'm currently right under the guy who I believe is like the new director. I'm not sure his role in the game, but he's pretty much been like the main guy that you're going to see a lot throughout these live streams. And we do get one potentially in 2 weeks' time for Gin, assuming he's the next character. He's been the one giving us constant updates. He's pretty much going to be the main guy for Bleach Ssr Aizen. And if they show who's with him, it's actually kind of funny. It's actually kind of funny. But again, Toshiro looks good. Toshiro looks good. And I believe after we are going to see Momo, which for me is going to be the first time seeing her since like 8 months ago. And I don't really remember much of Momo as a character besides the fact that she does have like a trap effect. So interestingly enough, we are also fighting Luffy, which might be a potential upcoming boss fight in story modes. Maybe it's currently already in game. You can already fight Luffy in game, but I'm not sure this is a particular story mode mission. So here we go. Here we got Momo. So I believe the way she does work here is that you can see. Okay, we just rewind it. I probably should let it play out first. So I think the idea with Momo is that she does want to use her skill twice to activate a trap. So the first one lays down the orange-like Kido Zanpakuto effect that she does have with her Hinamori. And then when she uses it again, I believe it explodes if they are currently on it. So it's kind of like a trap effect. And then that right there is her ultimate, which actually looks pretty cool. She's an SR. She's not going to be too flashy. But I do like this particular cut-in when she does decide to ultimate. She does the little pose. I like that. I don't recall that being there the first time I ever used it, which again wasn't really much. I mostly was focused on Toshiro around 8 or so months ago. But she looks good. It's Momo. I like that we again are getting SR characters releasing alongside SSRs. And I think doing lieutenants alongside the captains is probably the best way to do that. Unless a lieutenant deserves an SSR, which, you know, right now, probably only Bankai Renji. I mean, after all, he does have a Bankai, so maybe he does deserve it. But there you go. There's a Chappie. It's like, she's like the mascot for this game. Every time we see a live stream, we're probably going to be seeing these two people. This guy right here, honestly, I don't know his name. I apologize. And then also a Chappie mascot. It must be hot in that room, wearing that mask for like 40 plus minutes. A live stream, you know? Now, this is going to be an upcoming event for the release of Toshiro. We do get to fight a Gin boss fight. This one, I assume, is going to be one of the earlier fights, so it's relatively easy. Only 19 bars of HP using what right now is a pretty good team to use with Toshiro. So we are going to make a preparation guide later, but you do definitely want to start working on Ssr Rukia if you haven't already done so, because she is a must-have for Toshiro right now until we get access to a new tactical unit that can maybe provide 30% more spirit damage. But also Momo is I believe, a free character in the event. Again, we might get more information on that soon. So she'd be a really good character to use in a maybe suboptimal team. Ideally, you do want to use Kisuke, Rukia, and also Toshiro, because of course, Kisuke gets thrown into every team. When isn't he going to get thrown into every team? But if you don't have Kisuke, you can just use the free Momo, which is actually pretty cool, right? But yeah, this team's going to be really fun because you just have 2 characters that can freeze here. And freeze right now, Rukia already feels good by herself. Imagine that paired with Toshiro. Both of them freezing. Crazy. Crazy. So you can see here, for example, a little sneak peek of the upcoming event where they did get around 3,000 points, and then with that you are getting a bunch of items again for the upcoming event. But let's talk about the main event. Let me put myself back onto the left. So this is really cool. They reveal it. Huh? Huh? What? What? What Aizen did? He might be the cleanest to do it. The coldest to do it. He ain't even got freeze powers, but he's cold. Huh? Aizen and Gin? 3 character reveals? How greedy. And it's a Ranka Hueco Mundo Aizen. Ooh. If that's actually his ultimate, though, that's insane. That's a cinematic, but is that part of his ultimate? And then we got Gin. And we got Gin. We're going to be rewinding this. I need to see that animation to try and make out what exactly I'm looking at here. And he's got his Bankai. That's crazy. And we got Rangiku. So we actually got, like, what, 5 characters revealed today? She's not censored, by the way. I know that's kind of like a fear with Rangiku. But, man, that is crazy. That is crazy. Again, this is exciting for me because, like I mentioned at the start of the stream, right? It's nice to finally see the game move forward, right? Getting characters that I haven't even seen or played with in the beta. So let's actually quickly break down what we are looking at here with Aizen, Gin, and Rangiku. I love that they reviewed them together too. So Aizen, this is going to be his basic combo. That's clean. That is clean. I like too that even though the characters are playable in-game as bosses, or most of you play against them, they play completely different in-game. That's super flashy for Aizen. I love that. This is going to be his parry. This is most likely going to be his an enhanced technique, or it could be his ultimate, or it could be a special attack. We have seen that characters do get like special animations during special attacks. Because that looks like he gets into the air and does like a Kisuke type slash where he just slashes down, maybe apply some effects. Unfortunately, in this case, we have no idea from the gameplay what typing he is. Is he a tactical unit? Is he a full assault unit? You know, it was data mined or leaked that he might be a spirit type tactical unit. This looks, to me, this looks like a full assault unit, which I would prefer because that means you actually then play with the character more. Because look at that. That's crazy. That's a full on like special attack. And then, of course, Hado 90 as his ultimate. Nah. That's too clean. And then we have Gin. So a slash forward. That might be his first technique. Very interesting, by the way, that we do have Hueco Mundo Gin already. And it is also him using his Bankai. So that probably gives me the expectation now that when we do get Aran cards, we are going straight into their Resurrection. No need for like 2 characters in one. Which is kind of exciting. Then again, it's kind of like, maybe not rush. Is it rushing through it? I don't know. Because technically, as far as the story is concerned, this is like late game Karakura stuff with Gin. And we're already getting it as like our second potential limited release. 3rd limited release. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I don't mind it. Maybe it's better that way instead of dragging it out, waiting like a whole year for Bankai Gin. Maybe it's better to do it 2 in 1. So this is parry effect. Just a bunch of slashes. This here. Well, that looks good. So Gin might have a charge effect. We haven't seen a character with a charge effect in the game. Kenpachi was the only one to have that. But that mechanic does exist. Now, again, I'm just basing that off gameplay right now. But you'll see here, he is charging. And then there was like a little indicator to maybe let go of the button to then deal a bigger AoE. Because actually, there's 2 indicators there, right? Like there was 1 slash. And then there was another indicator, this one here. So maybe you can just press the button once. Or maybe you do want to hold it down. To let off a really cool attack. You flash step behind him and stab him in the back. That's doing Gin justice. And then his Bankai. I believe that was also data mined too. They don't show the Bankai here. But he does have a Bankai. And I believe it is an ultimate transformation. And also Rangiku. I kind of forgot we showed her. They didn't show much here. So he is using a Shikai. So again, around Karakura arc stuff. Late game stuff for Rangiku. Makes sense. I believe also that's same with Momo, right? How using a... I think Momo used the Shikai before. But what can we see here? So she's a Frost type character. I believe her ultimate was data mined to boost Frost type units, which is pretty cool. So she might be like the Nemu for Frost type teams. And it looks like she has some type of AoE attack. That could be her ultimate. Looks to be some type of vortex. But is that potentially implying a status augment or effect? I need to see if the enemies have it before she hits. But then again, the attack's already out. But yeah, you can kind of see the quality might not be the greatest, but there is some type of mark on the characters. It looks like 2 swords. That could be an effect on the actual event or the quest that the character is playing in. But that could also be an effect that she is applying, and maybe she deals more damage. So that could be a whole new mechanic coming with Rangiku. But man, what a reveal. Aizen and Gin are already being shown. So that likely means if you are wondering what character is next after Toshiro, I mean, take your guesses. It could be a double character release, but probably not. Maybe not. Do we want that already? I don't know. But regardless, Gin and also Aizen are coming, and they are very likely going to be the next characters after Toshiro. So I would expect we're probably going to go from Toshiro into Gin, then into Aizen. Gin was the expected one, especially with them showing Rangiku, right? Seemed like they were likely the next character. But Aizen being here is like crazy. I want all these characters, man. I'm excited. So if you lads are excited as I am for Bleach Ssr Aizen, new Ssr Toshiro, new Ssr Gin, Ssr Aizen, Ssr Rangiku, and Momo, make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe, and let me know what character you're most excited for that got revealed in today's live stream. But either way, hope you lads enjoyed the video. See you guys next time. Take care, and peace.